Good morning, guys. Continuing from our previous video, we'll be starting today how to make use of a rectangle in our sketch toolbar, in a sketching mode, and in a CAD toolbar. So in the previous two videos, we have discussed about the profile as well as a line. Now we'll start with rectangle. So just click on this rectangle. So as you can find, there are same input modes which were available with respect to the profile as well as the line. Those are your coordinate mode and as well as your parameter mode. So and in the methods, in the rectangle method, you can find three types. One is UI 2-point method and 3-point method as well as center line method. Right, we'll just select the 2-point method first. And before doing that, we'll just go to mode and switch off our continuous auto dimension. Now by 2-point method, I can just place my cursor wherever I want, and I can specify my values. That's, let me assume it to be 250 and 150. Okay, so this was a positive value, so it took up both the x and y coordinates. So this basically behaves in the manner of your graph sheet, that is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Right, so one should have knowledge of that. So what are your absolute coordinate systems and your relative coordinate systems? Right. Okay, now moving forward, now how this was with respect to your 2-point method. Similarly, coming back, now I can do this with my 3-point method also. So in 3-point method, as the name itself is indicating, you should require 3 different points. So when you can identify one more thing over here, that is with respect to when your mode is parameter 1, you can find width, height as well as an angle to be specified. So let me specify in the same manner 122.75 and an angle of 0. Just click and enter. And okay, so here you can find that since our auto dimensioning was 1, so I've got a rectangle in this manner with 122 width and 75 mm height and an angle of 0 degrees with respect to my x-axis, or with respect to my coordinates. Right, in the same manner, close this. And we'll discuss a third type, that's our center. From the center method to draw a rectangle. Okay, so from the center, as the name is simply indicating, I require a center line. Based on this line, I am drawing my rectangle. So same elements are required to draw a rectangle over here, the width, height as well as angle. So it's quite similar, and one when goes through it will easily get familiarized how to draw this. Okay. Yeah, and one more important aspect which I want to discuss over here is when I select my rectangle and I have switched off my auto dimensioning, when I draw a rectangle, so the system would ask for 4 constraints, or the software would ask for 4 constraints since it is not dimensioned properly. This we had discussed with respect to our line in the previous video. Now we'll be going forward with respect to rectangle. Now how do I dimension it? It's in the same manner what I did with respect to the line. So which are the constraints which are required? One is, or the dimensions which are required, that is your width, and similarly the height Now it's asking for two more constraints, as we already have seen it. Which would be the two more constraints? One would be with respect to my y-axis, and the other one would be with respect to my x-axis. So now one can find that the sketch is completely turned into green, which means that it is fully constrained. Now I'll make some adjustment in my dimensions. Okay, I'll draw a rectangle of 100 mm, and let me assume this to be 50. Yeah, it's quite simple. Alright, now one can find that it's not symmetrical about the axes, right, along the x direction as well as y direction. So how to make it symmetrical? The one method to make this symmetrical is either click on this to change the values over here to 50, as we know that 100 by 2 is 50, and similarly here we can make it as 25. Okay, so you got this, that is 25. And for faster purpose you can also make use of another method, that is make use of an option which is already available in the software. For going back or undoing whatever you have done, you can just click on your keyboard or hit on your keyboard with Control Z. Okay, now I'll remove these two dimensions. So this is not required for making it symmetrical, right? Just go to more and you have an option called as make symmetric and sketch constraints. Just click on this. Now a dialog box appears in which it will ask for three options, that is called as a primary object, secondary, and as symmetry center line. So if I select my primary object to be this line 24 of sketch not or line 22 of sketch not 9, it doesn't make any difference because we are making these two lines symmetrical with respect to the axis or center line. So let me click on this. So that would be my primary object, and this will be my secondary object, and this axis along the vertical axis, the sketch has to be made symmetrical. So click on this. So one can easily find that it has been made symmetrical with respect to the y-axis. Now in a similar manner, now if I want to make my sketch symmetrical with respect to x-axis, 1, 2, as well as the third point. Okay, so now irrespective of just dimensioning it, one can easily make it symmetrical using the option called as in the sketch constraint make symmetric. So this will be very useful when you are drawing complex profiles also, where you require symmetry of a sketch with respect to the axes, or you want to specify anything with respect to a particular axis. So all this for this current video. I hope it is useful for drawing or making a rectangle, and you came to know how to make a sketch symmetrical about the axes without dimensioning it, right? So thank you for watching this video. Hope you'll come back soon for the other profiles to be discussed. Thank you, have a good day, bye, take care.